Vanita Pandey. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer of Arkose Labs. We are a fraud deterrence account security company, and our entire focus is on disrupting the ROI behind the attacks, which kind of delivers a long-term protection for our customers. So I've spent the last 7.5 years in the fraud and risk management space. I worked for a company called ThreatMetrics that got acquired by LexisNexis, and then I ran marketing for Simility that PayPal bought. And prior to that, I grew up in the financial services industry, worked for Standard Chartered Bank, ABN AMRO Bank, and moved to US, worked for Capital One and Visa. So been very lucky to work for like some really good and great brand names, companies that are like going to school. Like it's being in the university, like you learn throughout. And so it's been really great. Most of the roles that I've had have not been marketing. My real marketing job was after I left Visa and I joined ThreatMetrics. And the CEO at that time, Reed Tausig, he kind of took a chance on me. We met and I said, you know, I want to do product marketing because I've been researching what I've been doing at Visa. The strategy in a technical fintech companies is a lot like, you know, you're making a case, you're trying to build a business plan, messaging. So it was like product marketing. But prior to that, I've been in analytics, I've been in product strategy, product management. So it's been like merchant development, go-to-market. So I believe that all of those functions trained me for being a B2B marketer. Absolutely. So I think you hit the nail on the head, Sheila. Businesses are not in the business of fraud management. They're in the business of cards or banking or fintech, whatever they do, right? Fraud is a problem that they have to solve for. And a lot of times, you know, the fraud detection is or risk management is a very interesting space. If they're doing their job well, there's no fraud. So it's hard to kind of always, identify, you know, the hard work that our customers are doing, that our buyers, the users are doing. So, you know, as we work with them, I think our purpose is to secure the digital business, the innovation, what our customers are trying to build. But for our specific persona that we are targeting, we want to make them very successful. Like our purpose is to like really help the business, you know, get a like win over fraud. Like, you know, we kind of, it is realizing that fraudsters are trying to make money at the expense of our customers, and we want to make sure that they are not able to do that effectively. We want to deliver long-term deterrence. And so one of the things that has happened is businesses have been trained to accept fraud as a cost of doing business, right? You know, just say you need to balance customer experience with friction, and so a little bit of fraud is tolerated because, you know, it's a part of being there. But that little bit of fraud funds the entire, you know, cybercrime ecosystem. Every time they buy something successfully or they get a loan application, they make money, so they keep coming back. So our purpose is to kind of really change that dynamic, and we, in doing so, a lot of times the fraudsters go away. We see this a lot, that they're starting to attack, and then the moment we get deployed, they try for a few weeks, and then the attacks disappear because they have easier target to go after. And you know, so that is success for us, and we have built a business around not trying to benefit every time our customers get attacked. I think we are trying to align ourselves with our customers' motives. So Kevin, our CEO, is a principled founder, and he believes that, you know, a fraud detection solution, the companies that, you know, it's very easy to write a brand promise and then sell a good faith attempt, you know, to the customer. So most of the solution providers are just saying we're going to try our best to stop fraud. Whereas in our case, we want to be accountable. And the other thing is the adaptable aspect of it. The fraud is evolving, and we believe that the solution needs to evolve, and it shouldn't be like static based on one type of technology. And we have managed to do both of that. We have a solution that's highly dynamic. Our attack response is dynamic, and we are able to kind of put a warranty, industry's first warranty, to say that if we are not able to stop the attack, we'll reimburse you for the financial losses you're going to incur. Account security product. And the guaranteed revenue and guaranteed payments, they are, there is a financial motive that goes behind it. So a company that's offering chargeback guarantee is taking a cut of that payment to fund their potential losses. We have chosen to not charge for this product incrementally. So it is, the warranty is a part of our core solution set. We came up with the idea of the conference last year in the midst of pandemic. A lot of these in-person conferences disappeared, and so did the opportunity for people to learn from each other, collaborate. So we came up with this idea of collaborate fearlessly. So give a platform where the content is not about a particular company, you're not selling yourself. It is about topics that are very core to what's happening. We offer masterclass on, account takeover, masterclass on identity proofing. We partner with a lot of other companies in the space. So Arkose Labs, along with Socure, Feedzai, Outsier, we're all partnering to kind of bring really A-grade content for people to view. So it's Bankrupting Fraud Summit, and the website is bankruptingfraud.com. Or if you go to Arkose Labs website, www.arkoselabs.com, you'll be able to see. And really great. The speakers are amazing. We have the head of cybercrime for UN as a speaker. Troy Han, Brian Krebs, Jeff White, a journalist. So we have a lot of industry speakers as well. And Sheila, would love to have you as well. It's a great initiative. Like as a woman and as a woman of color, working here, in the beginning, like many women, I've tried to disassociate myself from these problems and said, I didn't face it, I've powered through it. And then you look back and said, we became accustomed and our skin became thicker. And I think we're trying to create a world where diversity is expected, not just a checkbox. Women and people of color thrive, and Rise Up is doing a really great job with that. So I think if we are able to have a conversation, and people that we mentor or will teach us something. It's a group of very strong women and some men who are united in the cause of driving a better work environment where different opinions, different backgrounds are celebrated. I think the fact that there is always, and we've had a lot of sessions about raise your hand. The fact that if a woman comes in and says, I think fintech is growing, I mean, they're already ahead of the curve. They've researched the market, they understand more than they know. And to your point, find a spot and learn from it. Find your people, the allies. Don't be afraid to ask questions, raise hand. And one of the person that I met here works for a company. She's kind of identified things that she likes and things that she doesn't like. And she's going to put together a very scientific analysis of what she wants to do next. I think, take charge of your own career, but there are people who want to help you. So reach out, ask questions, and I think it's a great time to be in fintech. LinkedIn, I'm very active on LinkedIn, Vanita Pandey, and I'm at Arkose Labs, or you can email me on vanita@arkoselabs.com. And there are some really smart women in fraud, and as in fintech, Sheila. So yeah, there are people, I may have answers, or I may have 5 other names of women and also men that can help here. So absolutely. Thank you for having me.